Hey everybody, Lance Bell here, Mind of a Black Moderate Conservative. Now, I had to wait until this website refreshed. I started this video. We're going to start it right now. And this is the way too early 2020 presidential analysis. And this is only on the Democratic side, so keep that in mind. Now, I had to wait for real clear politics to refresh. It literally just refreshed. I hit record the first time, but it just refreshed. Now I'm going to concentrate on the big four right now, which is Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Bernie Sanders, and Elizabeth Warren. I'm not going to get into everybody else because it'll be an hour video, which I'm trying not to do. So we're not going to worry about that. We're going to worry about these four right here. And I'm going to pick apart every single one of them. And we're going to start with the front runner here at the moment, which is Joe Biden. Now, you would think that he had the easiest track to the nomination. You really would, because obviously he was the vice president for 8 years. But as Sticks and Hammer said already multiple times, he's a gaffe master. Now, he's losing support, and the only people who's really backing him is the business dens. I mean, he don't have anybody else right now. And I don't know, honestly, if he has the horses to keep up on this one. Because if I remember correctly, he ran on the Democratic nomination ticket back in 1988, if I remember correctly, and got nowhere. It was either him or Lieberman, I can't remember. It was either Biden or Lieberman. Somebody correct me in the comments below. With Joe Biden, I mean, he might be the last man standing just because he already had the chops and he was already one step away from the presidency. I just don't see it happening. Now, looking at the second one, I have to look at my screen here, is Kamala Harris. Now look, guys, I'm going to go a little bit farther with what Sticks and Hammer said this morning. Kamala Harris has multiple problems. Number one, if she pulls the double minority card, she automatically loses. Because she'll lose a lot of the female vote over that. And that's from all sides. Nobody's going to play that this time around. I promise you. And the big thing, Queen Kamala Harris and what Hillary Clinton have, Kamala Harris does not have the army of unpaid online trolls helping her out. She doesn't have that. So the double minority card is out. The other issue she's going to have is her being a DA. Now, I watched a video this morning from KQED, and she's talking about smart on crime. That's from 9 years ago. And I'm thinking to myself, that's a lot of fluff for being a DA, but that's what district attorneys do. And that's going to create a problem. Now, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this one time. If she becomes the nominee, here's what Trump needs to do. He needs to advertise heavily in California, and here's the reason why. And before anybody says, Lance, they're too deep of a blue state, hear me out on this. If he plays like I did prison reform, and she was a tough and crime prosecutor from the 90s, and what she did, and it's public record of what she did, play that heavily to minorities. I guarantee you, even in a super progressive state like California, her support would plummet. And I mean, and this is a weird prediction, it will plummet to a point where California comes in play. I mean, that'd be the angle if I was Trump I would play. It really would. I mean, her being a DA is going to sink her, and sink her really bad. This hadn't come out yet, and before anybody says, and again, this is the other issue too with this. Let's assume she's a nominee. And I can see progressives now telling people of color, disregard that, what she did. We gotta beat the quote-unquote orange man bad. You know how many minorities will turn off altogether, not even vote, or or literally walk away in bigger droves, because you're basically telling them, hey, your voice don't matter in this situation. So putting Harris in that role, even vice president, is a bad idea. Bad idea right now. Then you got good old Bernie Sanders. Now Bernie Sanders has multiple problems. Number one, let's assume he gets that far. He's the nominee or almost the nominee. Let's say he makes it all the way to Super Tuesday. His problem is going to be this. Number one, he has to win back all the people that left him, because he basically sold out to Hillary Clinton. Number one, he has to win all those people back. And I just don't see that happening. Number two, there are people that are farther to the left than him right now that's running. And that becomes problematic for him. So he has to convince everybody to vote for him, which is not as easy as you think. Sorry, Bernie guys, it's just not happening. 3, he has the exact same problem I said 5 years ago. He has to hard sell the baby boomers. And I just don't see it happening. They're a large block no matter what anybody thinks right now. If he jumps those hoops, he still has the baby boomers to deal with. And with that hard sell, if he becomes a nominee this time around, he will get absolutely boat raced. And I mean boat raced. Trust me on that. And finally, we get to number 4, as my screen refreshed again, Elizabeth Warren. Now look guys, she has enough baggage. Forget the cookbook, forget the whole Native American thing. I'm not even talking about that. Her issue is going to be this. She's going to play I don't have phallic tissue between my legs. Or at least male phallic tissue between my legs. She's going to play the woman card. Clinton tried that and lost. That's problem number 1. Problem number 2, everybody can see straight through her as fake. And everybody knows it. I mean, she's a politician, and a good one at that. I'll give her that. But a lot of people can see through that. Number 3, when she started going after the internet a couple of weeks ago, and yes, I read the article as far as Warren, she wants censorship for independent journalists. Now, I'm going to say as an independent journalist, because people call me one, we do have a right to say what we want. Now, I wish it'd be truthful, because when I report something, I report news as news. So she has a point from that standpoint. However, she's outright trying to silence people that doesn't agree with her. And yes, I know that Silicon Valley has a big issue with that right now. But that's another video for another day. If she becomes the nominee, the online community, and I'm talking about I'm not talking about, Twitter. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about YouTube, Gab, BitChute, places like that. The community at large is going to step up and cock block her. Guaranteed that's going to happen. This is not 4 or 5 years ago. So I'm talking here and I'm thinking to myself, well, Lance, aren't you going to pick somebody yet? My answer is no, because it's way too early. I'm just giving my opinion on what's going on right now. Now, like I said, it's way too early to make a prediction, but I just want to get this off my chest. Besides, Natasha's behind me's got that bomb. She can lob me at any time. So, folks, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to enjoy my beer. This is Lance Bell, Black Moderate Conservative, and we will see you soon.